guys, my sunny angel. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name's Lottie, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to another monthly TBR video. I can't believe it's already time to do the December TBR. I swear I say this every month and I sound like a broken record, but November absolutely flew by and really the whole year did. I can't believe it's time for BOOKMAS and the holidays and the 2024 reading wrap-ups and all that good stuff. I'm so excited to watch everyone's BOOKMAS videos. I'm gonna try to do BOOKMAS on my channel. I may be successful and I may not. I'm not promising anything though. I do work a corporate job in addition to doing YouTube. My goal is to post a video every other day from the 1st to the 23rd, 12 videos total for my BOOKMAS videos, but I may miss one here or there. I'm just gonna do my best, but I'm really excited for a lot of fun videos this month. And to kick us off, of course, I had to start with a TBR jar picks my December reads video. You guys totally seem to love these videos and I have so much fun making them, so they're not gonna be stopping anytime soon. I usually like to check in and see if I read last month's TBR when I do these videos, and I will say I'm pre-filming this one just a little bit in order to get ahead on BOOKMAS, so I don't have the final tally of which books from my November TBR I read yet, but truthfully I am pretty behind on reading my monthly TBR from last month. Two books that I don't think I'm gonna get to that I've put back on the cart are Intermezzo and Love Theoretically. I'm hopeful to get to all of the other ones that I haven't read yet, but we'll see. For the past few months I've been selecting 8 prompts for my monthly TBR. I think I may pick 6 prompts this month. I also know that I'm probably going to be wanting to do a lot of reading of some fun like holiday Christmas books, most likely on my Kindle that I don't have physical copies of, so I want to leave a little bit of room for mood reading too. Before we jump into picking the prompts, I usually like to go over any Kindle books that I'm interested in because I definitely like to split my reading about half and half between physical reads and Kindle reads. And I know especially when life gets busy, like I'm expecting it to in December, I heavily rely on my Kindle because maybe the only time I get to read is right before bed. So with that in mind, definitely want to prioritize some Kindle options. A few books on my radar for the month of December that I could be interested in reading are The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. This is the first book in a new series called The Crucible, and this was published back in September, so it's a bit of a new release. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this one and it's definitely piqued my interest. Also, I still, as of right now, haven't started the Throne of Glass series, so I think I'm gonna put Assassin's Blade back on the TBR, so I would love to start that in December as well. Honestly, I think that's mostly it. I really am focused on trying to tackle some of my physical TBR before the end of the year. So finally, let's get into choosing 6 prompts for the month of December. Okay, the first prompt I pulled says a book with a great first sentence. So I'm gonna go through a few books on my TBR cart and then I'll report back. Okay, these are some of the books I'm probably most excited about on my TBR cart, so I'm gonna look through and see if any of them have a really cool first sentence. Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan says, do people remember the exact moment they fall in love? So it's okay. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes says, the hours were bad, not jaw-dropping. Let's look at The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'm gonna read the prologue first sentence, which is, on a drowsy Sunday afternoon, a man in a long dark coat hesitated in front of a house on a tree-lined street. That's boring to me. We Used to Live Here says they'd rung the doorbell unannounced on a chilly Friday night. I'm bored with that. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue says a girl is running for her life. I don't know. Belladonna says it started with the cry of a baby. See, none of these are sticking out to me. I feel like I need to keep looking. I feel like I'll know it when I hear it, you know? The guest list just says the lights go out. Oh, I really want to listen to the audiobook of Listen for the Lie, but I don't have that, so I can't check the first sentence. But I feel like thrillers, that's another thriller I want to read. Then She Was Gone says those months, the months before she disappeared, were the best months. Really, just the best. Again, come on. I need someone to stand out. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder just says Pip knew where they lived. Can someone please deliver? Okay, I put all those back and picked out 2 more. So Beartown. Okay guys, I think I found one. Late one evening towards the end of March, a teenager picked up a double-barreled shotgun, walked into the forest, put the gun to someone else's forehead and pulled the trigger. This is the story of how we got there. Okay, this one's winning. Everyone else disappointed me, but Frederick Bachman got me. I was trying to kind of save this maybe till January, February, March because it feels like a winter read to me, but I feel like December, we are getting into the colder months, winter vibes. I think this would be fine to read in December, so I'm happy to go ahead and put this on my TBR considering it was the only one I could find that had a first line that really got me. So the first book on my December TBR is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. And this is my first Frederick Bachman book also. I haven't read anything from this author before, and I'm really excited to dive into his book. Okay, let's pick out prompt number 2. The second prompt that I picked was a book with forced proximity. So I think I'm mostly gonna look through my romance books and see what I can find. I know that there's like forced proximity in fantasy and stuff, but I feel like it's gonna be harder to figure that out just from the book description. So let me take a browse through and see what I can find. Okay guys, I think I found the perfect thing. So this is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. This is the 3rd book in the Dream Harbor series. If you've been following the saga, I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe in October, and then I read The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore in November, and I kind of hated both of them. So I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I do have this on my physical TBR. This book follows Kira North and Bennett Ellis. It sounds like Kira hates Christmas, but nevertheless, she still bought this really cute Christmas tree farm in Dream Harbor, the small town where these books are set. I think that Ben gets trapped at Kira's Christmas tree farm, which is why I think this one fits forced proximity really well. Should be interesting to see how I feel about this 3rd book in the series. I think there's gonna be 5 total maybe, and I think 3rd time is the charm. If I still don't like this one, I'm not gonna finish the series, but I think this is just a small town festive Christmas romance book. I honestly just can't not put this on the December TBR because it's literally called The Christmas Tree Farm. I think it'll be a nice seasonal cozy read, and I've been actually kind of enjoying listening to these books on audio. So I may try to find the audiobook version of this. It's very like low stakes, cozy, like you can zone out for a minute and zone back in and it's not a big deal because you didn't really miss anything. Kind of one of those books. And I just feel like a lot of people may be reading this month and I'm gonna have FOMO if I don't read it. So I hate that I'm doing this to myself, but it's like a train wreck I can't look away from, I think. So the second book on my December TBR is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. All right, time to pick the 3rd prompt. The 3rd prompt I pulled is Instagram poll chooses. This is so exciting. I'm pumped for this one. So I'm just going to pick out 2 books and then put them on my Instagram story with a poll and see which one wins. Okay, let's see. I want to choose more popular books so more people can hopefully vote and have an opinion on which one I should read. I'm thinking Intermezzo is one I want to put back on the TBR. This is Sally Rooney's latest release, and I have a hold on Libby that's coming up for this one really soon, so it would also allow me to have another Kindle option. So I think I'm going to put Intermezzo by Sally Rooney on the poll. And then, Tell Me Lies. I know the TV show is really popular, and so I want to read this before watching the show. And I feel like people, even who don't read, might know what this is. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of both of these books and then post it on my story with a poll. So I'm going to let you guys choose if you want to see me read Intermezzo or Tell Me Lies in December. Okay, I'm posting it now. So we'll check back after I pick out the rest of the prompts and see which one won. Okay, time to pick prompt number 4. Okay, this one says, listen to an audiobook. So I'm thinking for this one, because I just remembered I wanted to listen to the audiobook, I'm going to do Listen for the Lie. I've heard really good things about this one, and in particular, the audiobook. It's a Goodreads Choice nominee for this year. It was released back in March, and I think this one has to do with like a true crime podcast. I honestly have never really listened to true crime podcasts. It's just like not something that I ever got into. I'm trying to read the description of this book, and I don't even know how to explain this to you guys. I think basically there are these 2 girls, Lucy and Savvy, and they're best friends, and then one night Savvy is murdered and Lucy like has blood all over her, and I think she doesn't really know what happened. And then there's like a really famous true crime podcast that wants to investigate the murder, and they kind of unpack it. So I don't really know, something like that, murder mystery, true crime, podcast, book vibes. I've heard it's really good on audio since it's called Listen for the Lie and it has like this podcast element to it. So I don't have the physical copy, but Listen for the Lie will be the 4th book on my December TBR. All right, let's pick the 5th prompt. A book with a unique main character name. Okay. I'm like, how do I figure this out? I feel like Tress is a very unique name. Tress of the Emerald Sea. What's the main character's name in Done and Dusted? Oh, Clementine, but she goes by Emmy. That's really cute, but it's not unique. We used to live here as Charlie and Eve, so those aren't very unique. What about Belladonna? Ooh, okay, the main character in Belladonna, her name is Signa, which I've never heard that name before, so I feel like this definitely counts. For as long as Signa Farrow has been alive, the people in her life have fallen like stars. Okay, I think I may go with Belladonna, honestly. I've really badly been wanting to read this. I think Cigna forms an alliance with Death himself, however that works. I'm excited to figure it out. The third book in this series, I think it's called Wisteria, came out pretty recently. So ever since then, I feel like I've been hearing so many people talk about this series and I'm really interested to start it. So I think I'm gonna put Belladonna on the TBR, which is our 5th book for December. Okay, I'm gonna do one more prompt for the 6th and final book on our December TBR. The 6th and final prompt I pulled is a book picked by your significant other. So I'm kind of scared because Anders is probably gonna make me read Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'll make him only choose from the cart because I don't really want to read Lord of the Rings right now. Sorry, Anders.
Do you want me to pick?
No, you have to pick from the cart.
Boo. Okay, you really pigeonholed me here.
I know.
I guess I'll just go off vibes. Hey.
The Cruel Prince wasn't exciting.
No. I like the cover of this. This one. I like this one.
Okay.
The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Yeah, I just went off vibes.
He likes the cover. Anders chose The House in the Cerulean Sea for the 6th and final book on my December TBR. I am excited about this one. I feel like I've kind of been putting it off, but I feel like I've heard a lot of really good things, and I think there's like a sequel that came out this year that has been really popular as well. So if I like this one, I'm sure I'd be more excited about that one as well. So this is the 6th and final book on my December TBR. Let's go back and check the Instagram poll to see which one's winning. It's actually pretty close right now. Intermezzo's at 44% and Tell Me Lies is at 56%. I may let this poll go for a couple more hours and then I will come back on like my webcam or something. Okay, it's a day later and I have the final results of the poll. It actually is exactly the same as when I checked it. I got like 10 more votes, but the percentages stayed like exactly the same. So the final tally was Intermezzo got 44% and Tell Me Lies got 56%. So I guess we're doing Tell Me Lies. I'm kind of disappointed, honestly, because I did want Intermezzo, but I also really, really want to watch Tell Me Lies on Hulu. I've heard so many good things. I know that the Hulu show kind of strays from the original plot of the book, but I still feel like I should read the book first. If you guys would want to see a video of me reading Tell Me Lies and then reacting to like watching the first season of the show or something like that, let me know because I think that could be a fun video. And I think it would also motivate me to actually read the book. So just a thought, but anyway, Tell Me Lies won. So that's my update. Now that we have all 6 prompts done, let's review the books I chose. The first prompt I pulled was a book with a great first sentence. So for that, I chose Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Next, I chose a book with forced proximity. So for that, I selected The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. This series is so bad, but I also can't stop reading it. So next up, I got Instagram poll chooses. So we will see who the final winner is between Intermezzo and Tell Me Lies. Then I got Listen to an Audiobook. So for this one, I chose Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. I'm excited about this one since it's a 2024 release and I've been hearing so much about it. So intrigued to see if the audiobook is as good as people say. The 5th prompt was a book with a unique main character name. So for this one, I chose Belladonna. And the 6th and final prompt that I got was a book chosen by your significant other. So for this one, Anders actually chose The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. So those are the 6 books I'm going to try to read in December. I feel like I'm also going to want to try to like finish up some series I'm in the middle of before the year ends. So it may be kind of an all over the place month, but I feel like I have a good mix of everything on this TBR. I'm really happy with it. My only concern is that I don't have a ton of Kindle options, but maybe I can get one of these on Libby. But I also need to tackle my physical TBR. So like it just is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this TBR Jar Picks My Monthly Reads video, the last one for 2024. But I've just had so much fun making these videos this year and definitely want to keep doing it in 2025. As long as you're here to watch, I'll make them. And with all that being said, happy Bookmas, everyone. I hope you all have a great reading month. Let me know what's on your December TBR. What books are you trying to read before the year ends? Let me know in the comments down below. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below with the snowman emoji so I can know who made it to the end. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here so you don't miss a video from me, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye, everyone.